"Ewan, what is it?" she whispered. "I'm so scared." He palmed her face and stared down at her, his green eyes flashing. "I'm sorry I yelled at you in the hall. I was greatly unsettled by the contents of the missive, and I took out my anger and fright on you. It was unfair." She shook her head, unconcerned with his earlier outburst. It had been obvious that he had been upset over the news, whatever it was. "What was in the message?" she asked again. Ewan sighed and leaned forward until his forehead touched hers. "First, I want you to know that everything is going to be all right." That statement only worried her all the more. "We've been summoned to court." She frowned. "But why?" "Duncan Cameron launched the claim for your dowry before my request was received by the king." Her mouth fell open. "On what grounds?" "There's more, Mairin," he said softly. "He claims you were married, that he bedded you, and that I stole you away and sorely abused you." Mairin's eyes went wide with outrage. Her mouth opened and shut as she tried to gather an appropriate response. "When he learns you carry a child, he'll claim he fathered the babe." Mairin clutched her belly, suddenly terrified as the implications hit her. Ewan had been summoned to answer those charges. The king would decide the matter. What if he decided against Ewan? The idea that she would be handed over to Duncan Cameron sent her straight back to the chamber pot. Ewan held her, murmuring words of love and reassurance as she was sick all over again. When she was done, he scooped her in his arms and carried her to their bed. He gathered her close in his arms and cradled her against his chest as they lay on their sides. She was terrified, utterly terrified. He tipped up her chin until their gazes were locked. "I want you to listen to me, Mairin. No matter what happens, I will never hand you over to Duncan Cameron. Do you understand?" "You can't go against the king, Ewan," she whispered. "The hell I can't. No one takes my wife and child from me. I'll fight God himself, and be assured, Mairin, I won't lose."